As within, so without. I know you've heard this 100 million times already. If you're watching this channel or you're into manifesting and you've watched other channels, you hear this all the time. As within, so without. As within. So it almost becomes a redundant phrase, and you hear it, you're just like, yeah, I get it, right? But I noticed that working with my one-on-one clients specifically, that when I actually listen to them, that they actually are not getting this. And that is why they continue to feel frustrated and struggle and try to feel powerful, because they're not really feeling that union, that oneness with I am. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. I know this helped me tremendously too, as I was growing and leveling up in my awareness of who I am. And that's what I want to share with you. So, but welcome, my name is Rose, and welcome to the Rosie Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart. And I say we because it's not just me. I'm not doing this alone. And I don't mean with people, like a team of people, but it's the I am that is with me, speaking through me. So that is the we. So if you're interested in working one-on-one with me and the I, right? You can go to rosielife.com and read the options on how I do one-on-one coaching. I also have the Rosie Life course and community, where we meet once a week to do live Q&A, and we dive deeper into different topics. And you have 12 weeks of lessons that help you focus on the internal, because it really is, you guys, it is a matter of, we're not used to focusing internal in the inner world. We think that that's like a waste of time, or that's not where things happen, that we're used to seeing things on the outside, and that we have to rearrange things in the 3D to see them happen. Then we learn about this information, and then we're like, okay, I get it, the inner world, and I'm going to imagine. Then you start doing techniques, and then you use techniques like a vending machine, or you use your power like a vending machine kind of thing, where you're just like, okay, well, everybody's telling me to press A1, I get a candy bar. Or if I press A2, I get chips. Or if I press B3, and then you're just like, I'm pushing it, where the hell is my stuff? And then you keep pushing, and not understanding. You're like, I'm doing the technique, I'm doing the button pushing. And you're not understanding why you're like, frustrated, why it sometimes works, why it doesn't work, because we're not used to putting all of our focus in the internal. And that's what the lessons are in the Rosie Life course and community, are just to kind of start teaching yourself that everything is within, not without. And so it is something that you adjust to, and it happens very quickly when you put all your focus within. And that's what it's meant for. So also I have my new course, The One, which only talks about imagination and what it is, and where it's coming from, so to speak, and why it works, and why it works for everything. Because without that foundation, you really are like missing the whole point. You're going back to the vending machine analogy of feeling frustrated. So all the information is below. Okay, so let's get to this. So when I talked to a client the other night, and I told her, and she was describing what it is that she wants, and I told her, I said, well, your body is also in the 3D. And I know many of you have heard this too, perhaps, that as within, so without. It almost becomes a cliche, like a bumper sticker. And that doesn't really tell you anything to hear that. Just to say those words, it doesn't really tell you anything. And so that's what I want to dive into more, because your body is also in the 3D. It's not just, oh, whatever I think and I feel is within the 3D. It's literally everything. That includes you. So I wrote down a few things here on the wise board. So I have here, all of this and everything else is in the 3D. So that includes your physical body, your hair, your body, your skin, everything. Your thoughts, your feelings, others, people, right? Your 5 senses, your reaction, your circumstances. So what most people learn, right, as we are as we grow up, we learn that thoughts and feelings are inside, and that our five senses happen with our body, either from the inside or from brain activity, giving us the opportunity to taste things or hear things, like our ear mechanisms, our eye mechanisms, our touch mechanisms. But we're taught that all of this is happening from the brain, from within, and that thoughts and feelings are all from inside. But that your body is something that is physical, concrete, factual, and other people are also physical, concrete, factual, and that they are separate from you. So we walk around in this world feeling very separated from everything, including the only thing that you think is inside of you are thoughts and feelings. And you think that no one can hear your thoughts and no one can feel your feelings. So these are the things that people become very secretive about and protective over, their thoughts and feelings. And well, I want to tell you that all of this is in 3D. Now, they're all very real. You're experiencing them very real because we're meant to experience our physical bodies. We're meant to experience our emotions and our thoughts. We're meant to experience the five senses. We're meant to have this physical body, right, this vessel, and so that we can experience things like having the taste and touch and having the feelings. Like, we're meant to be able to have all of these different kinds of experiences with everything. Okay, however, what I notice a lot of people think is when you come into learning about manifestation or the law of assumption or law of attraction, they still see everything separate from them, and they only think that thoughts and feelings are inside of them and that everything else is outside, right? Or that you are not included in this 3D, that your thoughts and feelings, your body and reactions are separate from the 3D, okay? And you think that the only thing that you have to change is your thoughts and feelings, and that everything out here just changes. And that is true. You only have to think change your assumptions. But what I want to share with you to deepen your awareness of who you are, so you really start embracing your power and remembering how powerful you are, that your body is also in the 3D, meaning you are literally imagining your hair, your eyes, your skin, the way you look. You are literally imagining your age, the way you look, your health condition, all of it. It's all within imagination. Now, it's not on purpose that you did it, because remember, this is on purpose to have the experience. But let's say that you have something on your body that you don't like, some health or the way you look or whatever. That body is also in the 3D. So you're imagining that. So imagining your body is the same thing as imagining money or imagining a new car, right? You're imagining the body as well. So that's why the body is also, you're able to manifest changes in the body, inside and outside appearance, both. So it's not that it's different. And a lot of people think that the body is separate, and there's like this feeling of separateness with the body, and that you're looking at 3D, not remembering that this body is also in the 3D. And I think that that's really going to help a lot of you deepen your awareness. I love this quote. Neville quoted it, but it's a William Blake quote. It says, "Though it appears without, it is within, in your imagination. And though it appears," meaning it is everything. Your body, people, money, furniture, buildings, all of it, the sky, the ocean, though it appears without, it is within your imagination. So you are imagining it. So imagination is not some daydreaming mechanism that you just, it's useless, or it's just something that you need to stop doing to get back to reality. No, it's the other way around. Imagination, including daydreaming, including thinking and fantasizing, all of those, and that is imagination. That is actually manifesting, that is creating what you are experiencing in 3D. But we do it so rapidly, so fast, that, like I've said in many videos now, that even Neville's talked about, we don't recognize our own harvest, meaning we don't recognize how many seeds we've planted, and we plant them continuously. And so, and they're on autopilot, because like I said, all of this is what we learned and what we were taught, that the outside, including, everything's outside, but you're separate, that the only thing that's not separate is your thoughts and your feelings. And then you learn about manifest, and you're like, oh, it's just thoughts and feelings have to change, but still not seeing that your body is also something in the 3D. So why is this important? Because you are not the body, and you are not thoughts and feelings. You are aware of this body, you're aware of your thoughts, you're aware of your feelings, you're aware of others, which are not, they're you, because they're in you, right? Your 5 senses, you're aware of your reactions, you're aware of circumstances, you're aware of things, colors, sounds, everything. You're aware of all of this. And the awareness, that's who you are. You're the awareness. You are what is aware of all of it. So that is why your imagination is said over and over and over by Neville, right? Your imagination is God. Your imagination is the only reality. Yes, this is real, what you're experiencing, right? But it is all, you're able to change all of it. None of this is solid. None of this is concrete. None of this is factual. Awareness, that is factual. That is who you are. You're aware of everything. And the awareness is what never goes away. The awareness of being never ever ceases. So you can never stop being aware. Even when we physically die in these bodies, awareness, you continue to exist. So having that awareness of being one with who you are, like, okay, this is an experience that I get to play and have fun and do whatever I want. And this body, this physical body, is one with the I am. It's one with awareness. And that's all the scriptures talk about, that you and the Father are one, right? But this one's greater, because this one will cease to exist in physical and 3D, right? But this will never cease to exist. And this is what gives this the power to have, be, or do anything. But you are working together. And I love, Neville talked about how he is sleeping. He says in one of his lectures that he is sleeping within you. And he fell asleep within you and left the power on. It's like, he's like, okay, Rose, I'm going to go ahead and fall asleep inside of you and give you all my power, and it's going to be in the on position. So you can cook up whatever you want. Whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I will not say no to you. So it's yours. It's like you got left home alone with money, credit cards, and you don't have to go to school, you don't have to go to work, and you are left everything. Like, imagine when you were a little kid and your parents left you home alone and you felt like you were the shit, right? Because you can do anything you wanted, and you're just like, oh my God, I can eat what I want, I can do what I want, I can dance, I can have my friends over, right? I can watch TV, I can do anything, there's no rules. That's what is happening, right? But in real life, that we are left with this power to do whatever the hell we want, and we can have whatever we want in imagination. And then that gets manifested in this realm in 3D. So I intend this video is helpful, and that you are all diving deeper into who you are, your awareness of being, that be your primary focus, that your awareness of being is your primary focus. That is the only reality. So thank you so much for liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing to The Rosie Life. And I will see you soon because you're all freaking amazing. Bye.